Kay Lopez is on here. Kay, I dare you to say something. You're self-muted. Kay, say hello. You're an organizer.
Hey there.
Hi, Kay.
How are you?
I am fantastic. I want the whole group to scream and yell at Kay and tell Kay that she needs to do a YouTube video for me. Kay, where are you? What's the story? How many laundromats? What'd you pay for them? I love to hear your voice. What's going on?
Right. Well, it all started in 2014. So I just, started scouting probably 3-4 dozen stores and ended up finding a closed one. And yeah, the story is about the same as Daniel. Like, the tenant wasn't paying the rent, so they had to close it down and probably just given up. So I took over, and that's one of my best stores. And then 2-3 years later, I got the second store, which is also a closed down one. It's a much smaller store, but hey, it's free. So there you go, 2 stores. And now, 2022, I had been eyeing one of the stores in our area for 2 years now. And I'm glad to share with you, Danny, that I've closed the lease on the third one. I just got the keys yesterday, literally.
Look, God, I love you. You didn't email me. You didn't send me a text. You don't call. You don't write.
I'm too busy, Danny.
Who's too busy?
Yeah, I wanted to share with you.
You're too busy or I'm too busy?
Well, I have other things going on, so there you go. I'm saying it to you.
All right. Look, I'm going to beat up on you, and then I'm going to beat up on the general public because I always want to hear these stories. I'm closing leases, and folks like you are closing your own leases. Did I send you the course? I know you've had the DVD since 2012. Did I send you the course? Are you able to look at it?
No, I haven't looked at the new one.
All right. Well, but email me so that I can put you in the course. It's the old stuff, the new stuff, and everything in between. Who negotiates your leases? Who makes the call and talks to these landlords?
Well, the first 2 were you.
Yeah.
Well, the second one was like half and half for both of us, but the third one, I did it.
You did it.
Yeah, I did.
You're so quiet. All right. So tell me about the process. Tell me about the first call. But bring us in. Was I on your shoulder? How did it go? Did you have notes? Were you prepared? How did it go?
Well, for the very first one, yes, since I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know what I wanted, so I kind of wanted to see how you did it. So I had all the information ready for you. I took notes on location, what's the condition of the store, things like that. And then, yeah, I was in the call listening on the side.
I'm so proud of you. I know all that. By the way, you were the first student 100 years ago who introduced me to Google Documents, and now we use it for all the calls. I hated you for that. I was like, oh, what is this? This is terrible. How does she see my mouse moving around? I don't like this. But it took me a long time, and now we all use it. And I've got students now that freak out too. So I'm like, relax, calm down. It's technology. You're just telling the internet everything about you, and we're able to see the cursors move. It's great. So thank you for that. Tell me about the most recent one when you made that call. That's what I want to hear about.
Well, yeah, so that was back in 2019. I plan to open new stores probably every 2-3 years, just so I would have the first or the latest one established before I start opening a new one. So I came across that store. It was closed down. I talked directly to the realtor. It's not the landlord direct, because he had someone talking to people. But yeah, it was on and off. I thought I actually lost that store already because according to them, the tenant were still paying rent, but they're using it as a storage. So the landlord's not interested in, talking to potential tenants because they were still paying rent. That's what they cared about. But yeah, 2019, then COVID came, but I still kept on following up. How's it going? I still go to that store every couple months just to check on it. And then finally, earlier this year, the realtor was saying that the current tenant is willing to leave by end of year. So yeah, that's how I snugged it.
You stuck your foot in the door, you stayed there, you followed up. This isn't supposed to happen overnight. I do deal with some students who are really in a hurry. I can hear it in the inflection in their voice. When we call landlords, they put 10 stores a week in front of me. They will hook up. They will get a store. I know folks exactly like you. I knew you would get a store. Jose Klein, I knew he would get stores, plural. This isn't supposed to work in Los Angeles. How big is your third store, the one you negotiated your damn self?
This one is about probably between 1,900 square feet.
In LA?
Yeah, probably about 10 miles east of LA.
What's the name of the area proper? I know they've got all that's like.
It's in the San Gabriel Valley area.
Okay. Lease rates there are $3.75, $4 a square foot. That's the common rate. What's your lease rate?
I got this for, I'm trying to remember, 97 cents per square foot for base. And then triple net at about maybe another 40 cents.
You're not supposed to get laundromats or anything else for $1 a square foot. What year is it? It's 2022. This isn't real. You're lying.
It is.
This is all a setup.
No, I'm not.
Why won't you do a YouTube video for me?
It's just not me, Danny. You know. I would help you in anything else. Right, Daniel? Help me out here.
Do the video. Do the video.
Oh, no.
We'll blacken out your face. And we'll make your voice sound like this. My name is Kay. I have 3 laundromats. That would be awesome. That would probably get YouTube views too. We'll drag it all out. Will you do it if we don't show your face? Of course you will.
Maybe just hire a stand-in.
No, people want reality on YouTube. That's it. I'm doing it.
Yeah, but here I am. They can talk to me.
Look,
no problem with that.
How about just like, if you're not going to do a video, how about just like an online interview, like a web interview?
Well, she's doing that right now. Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Danny. You have more people out there. So.
But I'm very, very proud of you. And it's important to me that people hear you and they hear your voice. I'll use your first name and I'll call you up like Daniel said, and we'll do a little brief thing. Will you do that for me? We won't show. We'll just talk. You just did it.
I don't know that.
You literally just did it. All right, that's a yes. Kay, stay on with us if you don't mind. I'm shot out of a cannon. That means the world to me. Thank you so much for taking the time to tell us.
No problem. Thank you.
97 cents.
Congratulations, Kay.
Thanks, Daniel.
I should just end on that note, but I'm not going to. Same way I started, I want to end. I want to talk to you about this thing. Laundromats are fantastic businesses. The part that's hard to understand, well, how do we scoop them up for free? How is there so many failing stores if it's such a great business? The operator has allowed them to fail. The reality of this, you are signing a lease. You don't own the dirt. Neither does any McDonald's operator. You have multimillionaires. You looked it up, you'd probably find billionaires that own strings and strings of laundromats. McDonald's. But they don't own the dirt. It's a different thing. Real estate, like Rochelle, it's a different thing. What we are doing in a nutshell, many of you, Kay, you tell me in 3 sentences, how do you do this for free? Your auntie is over for Christmas and she sits down and you say, Auntie, I got 3 laundromats in LA County for free. Explain it to me. How'd you do it? 3 sentences, that's all you get.
Well, first I did my own research, listened to Danny, and just believed in myself that it's gonna happen.
I'm going to beat you up on that because your auntie doesn't know who Danny is. This is why Kay won't do a YouTube video for me, because she's scared of me. I'm a pussycat, you know that. Pretend you're at a bus stop and no one understands the whole system, if you will. How does it work in 3 sentences?
Well, yeah, I mean, each of us have their own goals. So this is the business that we believe that would, help us augment our income. So we believe in that and just made it work for us.
I'm putting you on the spot. Do you understand why?
I have a hunch.
Because it is difficult to explain. Because it's easier to look at me online and see my YouTube videos and say there's nothing for free. I wanted to come up with not a catchy name, not something that looked good on a business card, but something that was real and that works. And luckily, 15 years later, now I know that it also weeds out the pikers. My 3 sentences don't fit on a business card. So free laundromat does. And it's real. Kay, did I know you were going to be on this call?
I don't think so, no.
I know. I have a bunch of my prodigies who I click on and I allow you to come in here without having your mic opened and talk. And I look over there and I see that you're here and Daniel's here, and I appreciate you very much. Text me. 97 cents, LA. Scout existing laundromats, looking for decrepit stores. There's one run-on sentence. Communicate with the landlord, not the operator, no matter the disposition of that laundromat. For sale, not for sale, it doesn't matter, period. Sign an exquisite lease and retool the store. If you do have to spend money, you'll spend the money on you. You'll spend the money on the proper price for that equipment. Most of the people on this call don't know what that equipment is worth, what they should be paying. For the price of a decent high-end SUV, you can retool a typical laundromat. Can't build one that way. Can't likely even pay the environmental impact fees that way. When you're scouting, you're not looking for nice floors and the proper colors on the walls and new equipment. You're looking for exactly the opposite. The course has all of it in there. We've got folks right here on this call, right on this webinar, invited folks that wanted to come on here because they like to listen to me negotiate, beat up on landlords. I have done this in the past for barbershops, pizzerias, friends of mine. I've helped them to do this. But my sole focus is on helping you do this in laundromats. No call to action. Like and subscribe. Life is phenomenal. When you can look in your rearview mirror and say, I did that thing, and that thing changed my money, changed my family's outlook. I made some mistakes. There were some bumps in the road. What I do is help to smooth out those bumps. I'm extremely passionate about helping you to do this. There's a lot of ifs and whats and who's and buts. What a great call. What a great webinar we had today. I don't invite guests. I don't hope for people to be here. It's about you. Get on it. Do this thing. If I can help you, if I can motivate you to do better at the job, to get the raise, what really is that? You're going on in there like Kay with me on your shoulder and you're negotiating better for your car deal or your JOB. Job stands for just over broke. The more you make, the more you spend. Bigger car, bigger couch, bigger house, bigger kids, bigger dog. I am not a spendthrift. I don't save nearly what I should. Life is good. Cash, laundromats are what I have for you. That's my plan for you. Come on in. The water's fine. Let's do this thing together. Happy New Year. Let's make 2022 the best year yet. Email me. Have my course, have seen my course, haven't seen my course, doesn't matter to me. Send me an email, Danny@freelaundromat.com. I want to talk to you. Thank you, kids.